Robert Henryson was a famous Scottish poet who lived during the 15th century. Very little is known about his early life, but historians believe that he was educated and worked as a teacher at Dunfermline Abbey School in Scotland. Robert Henryson loved literature and was deeply inspired by the works of Geoffrey Chaucer. He became well known for writing moral poems and fables that taught valuable lessons about honesty, kindness, greed, and wisdom. One of his most famous works is the Testament of Cressida, which continues Chaucer's story of Troilus and Cressida. Henryson used simple yet beautiful language that touched the hearts of readers. His stories often included animals speaking and behaving like humans to teach moral lessons. Even after many centuries, Robert Henryson is remembered as one of the greatest poets of medieval Scotland whose writing continues to inspire students and literature lovers around the world. Let's watch some MCQs about Robert Henryson. Robert Henryson belongs to which country? Yes, Scotland. He was a famous Scottish poet of the 15th century and he is considered one of the greatest poets of medieval Scotland. Robert Henryson is best known for writing poems and fables. Yes, Henryson became famous mainly for his moral fables and narrative poems that taught lessons through animals and human characters. Which famous poet greatly influenced Robert Henryson? Geoffrey Chaucer. Henry admired Geoffrey Chaucer and even wrote the Testament of Cressida as a continuation of Chaucer's story, Troilus and Cressida. What is the name of Henryson's famous continuation of Chaucer's work, the Testament of Cressida? Yes, Testament of Cressida is one of Henry's greatest literary work and shows deep emotion and moral teaching. Robert Henryson mostly wrote in Middle Scots. Yes, he used Middle Scots, the language spoken in medieval Scotland. Which literary form did Henryson commonly used? Yes, fable. Robert Henryson lived during which century? 15th century. Yes, Henryson was active during the late 14th century, a period known for important development in Scottish literature. What was one important theme in Henryson's writing? Moral teaching. Many of his poems carried lessons about honesty, pride, greed, and human behavior. Robert Henryson is often associated with which institutions? Yes, Dunfermline Abbey School. Historians believed Henryson may have worked as a schoolmaster connected with Dunfermline Abbey in Scotland. Why is Robert Henryson important in literature? Yes, he enriched Scottish poetry with moral and artistic works. Yes, his poetry is admired for its wisdom, storytelling, emotional depth, and contribution to Scottish literature. Now look at the important literary work of Robert Henryson.